Hello friends, it's your boy Trant. Today I am here for my week 2 game of the PMPL Phione division, the extreme low tier Wi-Fi. We got a good one for you. This one is going to be against my good friend Bonana, who is also a mod in the server. Very excited to get this game done. Bonana and I, every single time we play, it's always a very entertaining battle. The first time I think we played, he 6-0'd me in UMPL Academy with a Battle Bond Greninja. So then I returned the favor by 6-0ing him with a sub called Mind Raging Bolt in BBRD League. I think we might have played a couple times on Showdown. It's always been a good time. Very much looking forward to our match this season. He's got an extremely scary team, so let's go ahead and get right into that. Alright, so taking a real quick look at his team before we get into the mon that you see on the screen. We have Decidueye, we have Typhlosion, we have Berserker, Gligar, Skuntank, we have Quaxwell, Raichu, Terra Cubfu, and Terra Trumbeak. So Bonana's team is very scary. It's probably one of the most well-rounded teams in our division. Raichu is extremely scary, and he got it really late in the draft. I think he actually might have picked it up in free agency because I believe we actually drafted Raichu and then dropped it. Terra Cubfu is probably the best Terra Captain, one of the best Terra Captains. It's extremely strong. It hits like a truck, and it's got a good speed tier for Scarfs. Gligar is always a problem to get rid of, especially when your Ice type does not look that good in this matchup. Berserker hits like a truck. Typhlosion is really strong whenever our fire resists are very minimal, and Decidueye is just always a problem, especially with things like Spirit Shackle being able to whittle me down with things like Seed Spam. And he's got reliable removal in Quaxwell, and then Skuntank is also very hard for us to break considering we do not have a ground type. So up first, we got our captain of the team. We have Electivire. We're going to be rocking an expert belt this week because with this this move spread, we can hit everything on their team except for the Cubfu for super effective damage. Knockoff hits the Decidueye, Ice Punch hits the Decidueye and the Gligar. We have Earthquake for the Typhlosion as well as the Berserker, the Skuntank, and the Raichu. And then we have Volt Switch for not only stab, but just being able to get out of bad matchups, and it also hits the Quaxwell and the Trumbeak before Terra for super effective damage. The Cubfu, it's going to Terra anyway, so I didn't think I needed to run a super effective move for it. I fully expect either a Terra Fighting Cubfu because my fighting resists Banette, which looks really bad in this matchup. So either Terra Fighting or a defensive Terra for something like Tatsugiri or Quillfish. So maybe like a Terra Fairy or a Terra Steel maybe. I think are also viable options, but I really do see Terra Fighting coming into play here. Alright, so with our second Pokemon for the team, we have CRYOGONAL making its debut this week. CRYOGONAL, we're going to be rocking Freeze Dry, Rapid Spin, Recover, and Ice Beam. We are rocking the heavy duty boots, so we do not take Rocks Chip because he does have, I believe Berserker gets Rocks, but then obviously the Gligar is there. Freeze Dry and Ice Beam, just very free moves to click. We do need Rapid Spin so we can keep Pokemon like Electivire healthy. Ice Beam is just going to be really good because their only ice resist with Freeze Dry specifically is going to be that Typhlosion. And if we can chip the Typhlosion into range where Eruption is not doing that much damage, we're going to be in a really good spot. So that is our plan with that. As far as EVs go with CRYOGONAL, we're just running a lot of speed and then the rest into HP and SpDef so we can take a hit from the Typhlosion if need be, and we can use it as a pivot into Raichu. Next up is going to be Swirly Pop, the Tatsugiri. We're going to be rocking an Assault Vest with Draco Meteor, Surf, Miracle, and Counter. This Tatsugiri is specifically designed to just take on that Typhlosion one-on-one. We have an absolutely horrible matchup into Typhlosion. Our fire resists are very lacking outside of Terra and Stantler, and Regirock has to be very careful because Solar Beam with either a Power Herb or if they have Sunny Day is also a huge problem. So we are running I'm pretty sure close to max SPDEF on Tatsugiri with the AV. Draco Meteor is very free to click because they do not have a fairy type, so it's just the Berserker, and if the Berserker comes in, we do have counter, so we can take something like a knockoff and then hit them with a counter. Same thing with something like Kubfu. If we can catch them in, assuming they're scarfed, they almost always have to be scarfed. If we can catch them clicking a move that we know we can live, like U-turn or something, we can click counter and just do massive damage. We also have Mirror Coat for the same reason with things like Decidueye and Raichu, and then Surf is also just an extremely free click because Decidueye has a very hard time coming in on a potential Draco Meteor. Alright, so the fourth member of our team this week is going to be Mango Bango, the Phione. We're going to be walking Wish, Knockoff, Leech Seed, Protect with Leftovers. A bit of a stally set this week, but it's what we need to get the job done. Leech Seed is a very free click into everything except for the obvious Decidueye, which is immune to it. So we brought Knockoff for that, as well as being able to knock off a potential Eviolite or any potential choice items, like if we can get the choice scarf off of Kubfu or off of Typhlosion, we'll be looking really strong. And this Pokemon is going to be max physical defense, and this is going to be our pivot into the likes of Berserker, Kubfu, Quaxwell, Decidueye, Gligar. It has a lot of pressure on it to do well this week. And I'm actually just noticing that I did put Leftovers on here. We are not Leftovers, we are indeed Rocky Helmet. Because we are running Wish and Leech Seed, I didn't think Leftovers was necessary. I forgot I changed it last minute. We are actually going to be Rocky Helmet, so that way we can punish Pokemon like Kubfu and Decidueye clicking U-turn. Alright, so with our fifth Mon added to the team this week, we have Regirock, Miami Cola. We're going to be rocking sub Leftovers this week. We have Curse, Drain Punch, and Ice Punch. I think Regirock is going to be a huge member this week. I fully expect this thing to end up sweeping the endgame. Assuming if the Typhlosion is not Power Herb Meteor Beam, I fully intend on Regirock being our win con. Once we get one or two curses up, there's almost nothing on their team that can break us outside of like a Specs Grass Knot Raichu. We are running max HP, close to max SPDEF with the rest in attack investment. And our plan is to basically get this Pokemon in on something like Typhlosion that's Scarfed, or Gligar fearing an Ice Punch, or something like Kubfu that's choiced into something that's not close combat. Anything of the sorts that we can force them out. Skuntank is a big one. I think Skuntank almost always has to switch out on us. And we can get a free sub up and then start cursing. Ice Punch hits the Gligar and the Decidueye, and then Drain Punch hits everything else for neutral. And with a couple attack boosts, it's almost impossible for them to live any hit. So I think Regirock is going to be very strong here. And for our last Mon on the team this week, we're going to be rocking Stantler. We have Terra Water, Terra Blast, Trailblaze, Earthquake, and Throat Chop. We are going full offensive Stantler this week. We are going to be adamant nature, just trying to do as much damage as possible. Looking at his team, Earthquake is very free into basically everything except for the Decidueye and the Gligar. So we brought Throat Chop for that Decidueye, and Gligar was the main Pokemon that I was really struggling to handle. Electivire needed a little bit of chip on it for Ice Punch to be able to kill, and then Regirock also needed it chipped. So Terra Water with Terra Blast is going to be really strong. It's a pretty free click into his team. The only Mon that we really aren't going to be able to do much damage to is going to be that Quaxwell. Trailblaze does a little bit, but if he's like Eviolite max defense, he does take it decently well. We also have to be careful of knockoff span from the likes of Berserker and Skuntank, and then we also have to watch out for the obvious Raichu being faster if we have not gotten a Trailblaze off. But Stantler I think is going to do really well this week. I fully expect it to be a good mid-game breaker to allow Regirock or Electivire to win an endgame. So that's going to be my team for this week. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about how I built, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like, and let's go ahead and get right into the battle. Alright, we are in here against my good friend Bonana. Good luck, have fun. Let's see what he decided to bring. So we have the Typhlosion, the Berserker, Gligar, Skuntank, Quaxwell, and the Kubfu, who he just told me is Terra Fairy. I think this is a very safe, probably Stantler lead. I think Stantler looks very fine into everything. think the only one Stantler would not want to lead into would be that Skun Tank, just so we don't take a knockoff. But I will trade a knockoff in return for getting a massive EQ off on it. So I think I am willing to take that that damage. We have coverage on Skun Tank for literally everything, or on Stantler for everything. Super effective except for the Cub Fu after Terra. I guess before Terra as well, but I knew it was gonna Terra, so I didn't bother with that. Let's go ahead and write down the team. Write down my own team too. Tatsu, Phione, Regirock, and Stantler. And they brought Cub Fu, Typh. They brought Gligar, Skun Tank. They're gonna lead with the Cub Fu. So this is actually a really good lead for me, as I can just Terra. Inner Focus, okay, to be expected. But I can just Terra. And probably just click Terra Blast, I think. It only has one resistance. So I think that is what I'm going to click. It should do a lot of damage here. We're max attack adamant. We have an Eviolite, and I don't think this thing gets knockoff. I could be wrong. He does not get knockoff. So this Terra Blast is going to do a lot of damage here if he stays in. I'm hoping he just stays in and tries to get CC damage. He's going to U-turn. 75. Just trying to make sure that's not choice band, right? 75. I'm not tripping, right? That did 75. That's got to be adamant or banded. Actually, no, if that's banded, he would do way more than that. So he's adamant. Fancy Hanks. Berserker's going to come in. This Terra Blast is going to do a lot of damage. Does about 30%. So he does have some defense investment, I believe. But Trailblaze into Earthquake might just KO, but I can also just go into Phione here, I believe. Best thing he can do to Phione is like 35% with a U-turn. But if that's what he wants to click, I'm totally okay with that. I think I'm okay just going into Phione here. So we're not necessarily in a bad spot. We know the Cub Fu's adamant now, so probably, I don't know if it'll be scarfed, but it definitely is adamant. See what he wants to click here. Probably just knock off. CC, straight up. So it's going to do about an 86. So a close combat did 86 to Phione. That is not adamant. Not even max attack, or he's not Tough Claws. Could you be Steely Spirit? I feel like you'd just be Tough Claws, right? No grass type on the team. Freest leech seed of my life. Unless he U-turns here. If he U-turns, that could be a little annoying. He does U-turn. He got me. 245 down to 139. I was gonna get hurt by the Rocky Helmet. So that did 106. That looks like a min roll if he's Tough Claws. I'm gonna go into the Typhlo. This is exactly what we have Tatsukiri here for. Tatsugiri should be able to swallow basically any hit that this Typhlosion goes for. Eruption's going to do minimal damage. Yeah, 39. 252 with the Assault Vest. That Eruption did 39. So he is not Specs. Most likely Scarf. Okay. So looking at his team, what wants to switch in on this Draco Meteor? He has nothing to switch in on this Draco Meteor. Quaxwell, if you're like Spadef Quaxwell, still taking about 50%. I feel like that's his only play, is to go into Quaxwell, unless he has like AV Skuntank. Sangheen. That's gotta be the Quax, right? It's gonna be the Quaxwell. Okay, to be expected. And we're gonna miss the Draco Meteor. Let's go, Tatsugiri. That's exactly what we're looking for here. My only play is Stantler now. God damn. Come on. That's really bad. Swirly Pop's gonna come back. We gotta save that thing for the Typhlosion. Drop his attack. He's gonna withdraw. So this man is playing very boldly. Gonna go into Fancy Hanks. Is that the Zerker? I mean, he just dies to an EQ here, so I'm very okay with this. We should definitely outspeed. Unless he's gonna read that and go Gligar, but I feel like that's a very bold play to make. He's not Shookaberry, so we're good. I also forgot how slow Kubfu really is. So for him to be faster than Stantler, he either has to be max speed adamant or he's Scarfed. Because we're at 238 speed, and for him to outspeed us, he has to put 236 out of the 252 EVs in, so basically max speed. Let's see what he wants to go into here. This one is very threatening for him. La Porchetta. That's going to be the Kubfu. I mean, you don't kill me with anything. Right? Into Stantler. Close combat doesn't look like it ever kills me. Does 195 max. And damage on this thing would be really huge. So I think I am just going to click. I think I'm going to click Trailblaze. Is Trailblaze the right play? How much does Trailblaze do if he goes to -1? A lot. Okay. I'm going to take that. So he does Terra. So that means he's most likely staying in. We'll see what he wants to go for here. He's just going to U-turn. So we're going to get a Trailblaze off and be faster than anything on his team, barring the Typhlosion. If it's Scarfed, assuming it's Scarfed. So we'll get a Trailblaze off. Probably going to be the Skuntank. No, it's going to be the Quaxwell. So we're going to get good damage off with this Trailblaze here. Yeah, that's really good damage. I will take that every day of the week because he has no real switch-ins. And I'm just going to click it again. That'll guarantee me be faster than Scarf Typhlosion, I believe. Low kick. That's not doing anything. And I will take +3. He doesn't have priority on his team. If he does, it's just Aqua Jet. Actually, I guess he has Sucker Punch Skuntank. In which case I will swap out because I am faster than the Gligar, and I would love to get chip on Gligar. And now that the Quaxwell is as low as it is, he does not have a Terra Blast switch in. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know what he wants to do here. He either has to sack him on. Yep. Okay. We will happily get rid of that. So we are up very, very early in this game, and Stantler is putting on a clinic right now. Eviolite Stantler is just so tanky. He's going to go into PJ. It's a one we haven't seen yet. It's got to be the Gligar, yeah. Okay. Does Gligar kill me? I mean, Terra Blast isn't even 2-going, but Earthquake's not killing me unless he's offensive. So, I mean, I'll take chip on this. This is a mon I need chip on to win the game. It's going to do about 30%. Yeah, so he's max Fist F. Earthquake should not drop me. There we go. Okay. Now, question is this worth saving? I feel like the answer is definitely not. I think I can actually just go into Cryo after and just Ice Beam. Or I go into Electivire, which I know is faster, and just click Knockoff super freely. I think that is the play. He doesn't have a knockoff switch, and it's just the Skuntank, but knockoff into EQ might just drop it. I'd probably just Volt Switch, actually. Yeah, no, there's no reason to save this thing. Just get my chip. Gligar does not get Roost in this generation. So, Stantler does pick up 2.5 KOs. And the Gligar is going to kill the Stantler. But he decides to U-turn. I don't know if he thought I wanted to preserve this mom for a sack later. But me having Switch Initiative here is just really nice. Especially because he has no water resist left since Quaxwell is gone. So Tatsugiri is a very free Pokemon to bring in here. If he wants to bring in Kubfu, I will just happily sack off the Leafeon to a CC. I'm going to miss Katie. It's the other one we haven't seen yet. Yep, so it's going to be the Skuntank. So I just go Regirock here. And click sub. And figure out what the hell he's going to do about it. I don't know what he wants to do. He might just click knockoff or talk. He might toxic. He's gonna knock off. Does 60. If that's the strongest move he has to hit me, though, I can just curse here for extremely free. We're faster, which means he's roaring me. That's crazy. Roar is insane. Alright, Bo. Alright, Bo, I see how it is. So Skuntank has Roar. What are we going to get in here? Not the Tatsu. Electivire, I'm okay with. I don't need my Expert Belt, so I will happily just take chip on this thing. Skuntank is a huge issue, and if I can drop it to where Tatsugiri can kill the Surf, I'm happy. He's gonna knock off. Jesus Christ. Okay. We just Earthquake again. Should kill. Skuntank versus Electivire Earthquake. That is complete max Fizz Def, right? To do just barely over half. Yeah, that's complete max Fizz Def. So now, if I drop the Expert Belt, do I still kill? Yes. I do. I'll take Aftermath, but I don't think it matters. He doesn't have a switch in that he can make here. He's going to go into Gligar. It's got to be Gligar. But I can just Ice Punch the following turn. Actually, a Knockoff might just take this thing out. Knockoff does not, but Ice Punch does. And he doesn't have a pivot into this Ice Punch. So he's deciding to save the Skuntank. He's going to withdraw again. Probably goes Typhlo on the Ice Punch. Carmelos. I'm pretty sure it's the Typhlosion, right? That's fine. Damage on this thing is good. Freeze for the culture. I am going to save this thing because I'm faster than Gligar and Skuntank. And I'm just going to go hard into Tatsugiri. He can't do anything to Tatsugiri. And if he wants to hard swap, he has to go into like Kubfu. In which I'll just pivot Leafeon as a sack, like every time. Sunny Day. That's an interesting one. Okay. So he's probably going to click Solar Beam here. But we can live that and just click Miracle. If he swaps here, I'm going to be so mad at myself for not just clicking Surf. Okay, he does click Solar Beam. So Tatsugiri is going to be able to drop this Typhlosion. Actually, it might not, now that I'm looking at that damage. It doesn't even kill it. Surf will kill now, though, so I'm just going to click it again, or click Surf. If he wants to swap this time, then we got him. Can't click Draco because the Kubfu's there. Surf will kill from this range. Typhlosion, Choice Scarf into Tatsugiri. He's going to withdraw this time, so we did make that play correct. He's going to go into the Kubfu on the Surf. Still going to take a lot of damage here. Like, make no mistake about it, that's a lot of damage. And I think the play here is to just stay in and see what he locks into. If he's faster than me, then he is Scarfed. No shot we live that. Yeah, okay. So Tatsu unfortunately did not end up killing Typhlosion. Kubfu kills Tatsu. And now we know he's locked into CC. We can just go into Leafeon here. And click Leech Seed. And we are Chlorophyll. Can I actually just... I'm gonna wish. He's gonna withdraw. Okay, so we made the right play. Goes into Gligar. This Kubfu is such a problem. Okay, so now we just protect here. I have no reason to overpredict. This one really is coming down to the wire. I love it. He's going to get rocks up. That's totally fine. I don't think rocks matter hardly at all here. Regirock takes rocks, but I think it dies to Typhlo. I guess maybe not if it has the whatever up. I'm going to click Seed. Oh, I should have wished into fucking Regirock. God damn it. That's fine. I'll wish next turn. Does he U-turn here? He doesn't have a U-turn. Damn it. I'm getting fucking played. Okay. So, Typhlo has to come in here. Now, the problem is here, is if he sets up the sun, I think I lose on the spot. Well, no, he's not Scarfed. So, Cryo should be able to outspeed it. Does Cryo kill? Not from that range. The problem is I have to save fucking, what you call it? I gotta save Phione. Okay, so we are Chlorophyll on Phione. I think my only play here is to go into Regirock. I gotta save health on Phione. It's the only thing that's taking a close combat from Kubfu. He's gonna Flamethrower. We should be able to take 2. Yeah, we do take 2. So he's Flamethrower, Eruption, Solar Beam, and that last move. My play here is always Ice Punch. It's always Ice Punch. If I catch the Gligar, we're in amazing shape. I guess a Drain Punch. I forgot how low he is. God damn it. What a throw on my part. I do still think I'm in a winning position. So he does withdraw. Should have just Drain Punched. I forgot Gligar was so low. He's going to go into PJ. I don't know if a Drain Punch would have killed, actually. So I'm glad I did Ice Punch. Regirock kills Gligar. He's going to go back into the Kubfu. And I think I have to just let him lock into CC here. And then go hard into Leaf. Kubfu. Phione. But Adam at close combat should never kill me, right? If it does, then I lost. Hell no. Holy shit. That does 30%. So it doesn't even 2-ko me from this range, actually. So my play here is always Leaf Seed. And the only way I lose is if I miss. So he only has the Skuntank and the Typhlo left. So I just seed here. I always seed. He's gonna withdraw. Miss Katie's. That's gonna be the Skuntank. Come on, Phione! Oh my god! That is so fucking terrible. My only play is to go into Lemon Drop now. That sucks, man. That really fucking sucks. I might have just lost the game because of that, unless Phione can live a Flamethrower from Typhlosion at full. I don't know if an Earthquake kills from this range now. I don't think it does. I have to try, but I don't think it does. Man, that fucking Leech Seed miss. Wow. Okay, it did still kill. So Electivire kills Guntank. And now in comes the Kubfu, right? It's always got to be the Kubfu. Oh. Okay. I don't know if I agree with this play. I think that was actually the one play you can't make. Typh kills Evire. Okay. Because now I just go into Cryo and I guaranteed live one. I know I do. Oh yeah. Flamethrower doesn't do shit. My question is, does Rapid Spin plus Ice Beam kill? That's such a close roll. I don't know if I can risk it. It's the only play I have, though. I gotta click Ice Beam. I hope the Ice Beam's gonna take it into range where I can Rapid Spin, because if I Rapid Spin, then I win. Guaranteed. What a fucking game. Jesus Christ. So we do Ice Beam. No fucking way. Bo. I'm sorry. Wow. I didn't even say anything this time. That's insane. I'm not sure how much it mattered. Because Kubfu has to lock into a move, and if it CCs, I think Phione can just win anyways. I'm almost positive Phione can just win anyways. So I really don't think it mattered. I think the only thing it matters for is that I think as long as Cryo kills Kubfu here, I get an extra diff point. But aside from that, I don't think it mattered. Granted, the hacks was all on my side throughout the rest of the game. So something went my way. Definitely a 10% chance is very lucky, especially in that scenario specifically. So I am sorry for that. I never want to win like that. So GG's to Bo. But I'm pretty sure there's no way he can win now unless he gets like a crit CC on Phione. Because Ice Beam probably kills. Yeah, it does. Okay. Cryo's going to pick up the last two. And that's going to be GG's. So like I said, GG to Bo. Every time we battle, we go back and forth. So I'm happy to pick up the win on him this time. So yeah, we're going to sit at 1-1 now. Hopefully Stantler is starting to prove why it is so fucking good in this fucking format. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys for week 3. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.